Hey guys, Darby here with Meme Coins Daily, and welcome back to the Meme Coin Fast Track Training, where I'm going to be fast tracking you from a complete beginner to making $100 a day or more with meme coins. Now, for those of you who have been watching my videos, welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying my videos. I hope you have been finding value in my videos, and most importantly, I hope you have been taking action, okay? Because I don't want you to just watch my videos for fun. I want you to take action because remember, my goal with this training is to create some of the best traders in the world, hands down, okay? I want to take credit for creating the best traders in the world. So I really do hope you've been taking action. Now, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome guys. You're very welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. If you want to learn about meme coins, you're certainly in the right place. Now, what I'm going to need from you guys who are just joining us for the first time is I need you to go watch the first 3 videos because this is part 4 now. Okay, you need to go back, watch the first 3 videos because I've been building onto this video. Okay, so it's not gonna do you any good to watch this video. You need to go back and watch 1, 2, and 3. Okay, there's gonna be a link in the description to the playlist for the Meme Coin Fast Track, and there you can go watch all the previous episodes that you have missed. After you watch part 1, 2, 3, then you can come back and watch this video today, okay? Part 4. So finally today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to identify good coins, right? The coins that have the potential to do a 2x, 3x, 4x, 100x even. So what I've done is I've kind of categorized the coins or how to identify coins in 3 main ways. So 3 main ways, and we're going to start from the most important way to identify a coin, a good coin, to the least. So the first one is narrative. You're going to hear that a lot. We're going to talk about narrative today. I'm going to show you some examples. I'm going to show you how I've categorized the different kinds of narratives that I've observed perform really well. We're going to talk about that and I'm going to show you some examples. Okay, so the first one is narrative. Then the second one is wallet tracking. So this is tracking profitable wallets, cool wallets, right? Cool means key opinion leader or influencers, specifically on X. I'm going to show you how we can track wallets and also devs. These devs, there's some really, really good devs that you want to be tracking. This is something I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but devs, if you find some really good devs, it's literally free money, okay? Free money. If you can find some good devs that you can track, and anytime they launch a coin, if it's a good coin, free money, really. And then the final way to find really good coins is through CT Tracker, they call it, which is like, it's kind of like a software that shows you tweets from influential people. Now, this final method is not used as much as it used to. Personally, I don't even use this method, but it's definitely a legit strat. People make tons of money using it. So I'm still going to show you how to do it, even if I don't use it. I don't even like using that method, but I'm going to show you because it's a legit strat. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about narratives. Narratives is most important, as I said. It's narrative first, always narrative first. Because even if you are, let's say you're tracking a wallet, right? You're tracking some influencer wallet or some dev wallet, you still need to know if it's a good narrative before you buy it, because you could just be tracking the wallets and not knowing what they're buying. They might be buying rubbish, or the dev could just try to scam you, right? Or just basically, you need to understand narratives first. Now, the thing with narratives is all about perspective, isn't it? What I find interesting, right, or funny, if I find a narrative funny or interesting, doesn't mean you will find it interesting or funny. Okay, it's all about perspective, and that's what makes it a little bit tricky. Okay, figuring out what a good narrative is. But there are some cheat codes you can use. Okay, so let's talk about it some more. First thing you want to check narratives is it needs to be unique, right? So when you see a coin, you want to make sure that it's a unique story. Okay, so let's take this one for instance. This one is about some dolphin, okay? Some type of dolphin, right? And it doesn't really say much here. I guess we can go into the site. We can go to and read about it a little bit. So, a Mekong River dolphin, also known as yada yada yada, which is critically endangered. Okay, so this is about a dolphin which is endangered. Okay, let's see. Did it get? It's not gone super viral, but yeah. So you can see this is like unique, right? It's about a dolphin which is endangered. Okay, so it needs to be unique, basically. Okay. Now the next thing you want is you want it to have a nice looking picture, a nice picture, right? You see that? That's a nice clear picture. You want to see that it has a nice picture. A lot of people do look at that, right? Like this is Groiper. Like this one, right? The Easter toad. This is not unique, right? This they've done it so many times. This has been done so many times. Although they're giving it another name, but it's been done like 1,000,001 times. Okay. So it needs to be unique. So most of the things you will see here are mostly things that are unique. So those are two really important things. You want to make sure that it's unique, right? Whatever coin you're buying is unique. This applies to everything really. It applies to not just narrative, but it applies to any coin. I should put it like that. It needs to be unique and it needs to have a good picture. And the ticker needs to kind of make sense as well, right? Like King, Irrawaddy. I mean, sometimes like if that's the name of the animal or the name of the narrative, then fine. But sometimes you're going to see some things that don't even make any sense. So the ticker, right? You want to make sure that it has a good ticker, like Trinket, the mini horse, right? Those are like, that's a nice, like Goose, that's a nice ticker. Mabel, that's a nice ticker, and it's an animal, right? So those are three things now, right? The coin needs to be unique. What it's about, it needs to be unique. Two, it needs to have a good, nice, clear picture. Like this one is not super clear, but I guess it's okay. And then finally, like a good ticker. Like, see that? Mabel, Claw 402, right? It's nice, nice, nice tickers. Okay. So let's talk about narrative and the different types. As you can see here, I've got a nice document which I'm gonna add more to and give to you. Okay, and let's just talk about some of these things here. Okay, so the first one and my favorite by far is viral animals or mascots. Okay, so for instance, I have Punch here. So Punch, if you don't know Punch, maybe you probably do know Punch. Punch, you can see it's sitting at $15 million market cap. Wow, amazing. Punch is about a monkey, right? A monkey in Japan, some zoo in Japan. Basically, the monkey, I'm sure you would have seen this gone viral. This monkey was abandoned by its mom. It had a doll which it hang on to all the time. You see that? Look at that. It has this doll and it hangs onto the doll. So this is right, unique. It's compelling. It's interesting. This is what gets, and it went viral as well. Like this monkey went really viral. You must have seen it. Okay, so you can see that this is like a really, really good narrative, right? It's just, it was everywhere. It's a monkey. The story was compelling. Everything was just almost perfect. This is like the sort of thing we're looking for. This is what the trenches are dying for all the time. All the traders, this is the sort of thing we're looking for. We're looking for some cute animal that has a very captivating, compelling story that went viral and it's just cute. Like, yeah, I love animals. Okay, I love animals. If I'm trenching, and I see an animal, I'm going to leave everything else I'm doing and go look at that animal. And as you can see, right, if you just even look here, you're going to see that loads of animals that always graduate, right? There's this dolphin here. There's this thing here, Mabel. I don't know if this is a real animal, but it's still an animal, right? There is, let's see if we can find another one. There's this lion here, Aslan. Okay, although this lion here is not a real lion, but people still like it. This was an AI generated lion. But yeah, you kind of get the picture. Now with animals, you want to make sure that it has a name. So like this one, it has a name, right? The animal has a name. Its name is Irawadi, whatever that means. This one, his name is Trinket. So you're going to find that if the coin comes out and the animal didn't have, if the dev who launched the coin didn't put the name, you're going to see that people are not going to want to buy the coin. They're not going to want to buy it because, hey, what's the name? Unless it's situational. What I mean by situational is, let me just give you an example. So, like, there was this coin called a ceiling cat, and it was just basically a cat in the ceiling that went viral. Okay, so if I show you, right, this is ceiling cat, and look, this coin went all the way to 260k market cap. And if we look at what it was about, it was just a really cute picture, a video with this lady doing her makeup, and then there was a cat in the ceiling. You see that? And this went super viral. Okay, look, had like over 15 million views. Right, it went super viral, and as usual, the trenches did their thing, and a coin was launched, and it went all the way to 260k market cap. So this is like situational, and that's why this is situational. So in this kind of case, you don't need a name for the animal. Okay, so that is animals, viral animals. You want to make sure it's cute, it has some kind of compelling story. You want to make sure that it's viral, right? It's gone viral. And the way to tell if it's viral is you want to see that it has millions of views, like recently as well. Not millions of views from like 2 months ago or 1 month ago. You want to see it recent, like yesterday or 2 days ago. This is old now. This is from the 6th of February. So this is old now, but at the time when this coin came out, it was like a day or 2 days old. So, and it had over 1 million views. So that really matters because you're going to see devs, like dodgy devs, they're going to go launch coins that were viral, but like ages ago. Okay. So that is that for viral or animal mascots. Okay, so I give an example there. Punch, there's Mudeng, right? Mudeng was the cute hippo. There was Peanut, which had a really interesting story as well, where it was euthanized and by the US government. Elon Musk spoke about it and it just went viral. That coin went to the billions and so on. Okay, so that's viral animals or mascots. Number 2 on the list is meta. You're going to hear that a lot. What's the meta? What's today's meta? What's the meta for the day? So basically, what that means is that what's the meta? What's like the theme for the day? I'll give you an example. So a few days ago, today is what? Today we're in March. Over the weekend, that was when Trump went to go and bomb Iran. You will remember this time, and it's kind of starting like World War III and so on. This was on Saturday, right? Yeah, just 2 days ago because today is Monday. So yeah, on Saturday. So 3 days ago, the meta was war, the war in Iran. So all the coins that were coming out was about war. There was dogs, there was coins about dogs in war. There was just anything that had to do with the war. So that was the meta for the day. So that's what meta means. It can also be like, let's say a coin like Punch, for instance. Punch performed really well. And because Punch performed really well and went to like a really, really, really high market cap, like it got even to 50 million market cap, Punch went to. And because of that, the meta around that period was all animals. Like it was crazy animals. Like there was a Chinese monkey. I don't remember the name right now. But basically, that was the meta for the day. It was just different animals, stories of different animals. This story of that animal, this story of that animal, and so on. That monkey, this whale, and so on. Okay, so So that's what meta means. Like the meta depends on what is happening in the day. And that could be some national events that happened, like the war in Iran, okay, a few days ago. Or it could be like a coin performed really well. The coin did so well that all the coins you're going to see is related to that coin. Okay, so that is what meta means. You're going to hear that a lot. Hey, what's the meta for today? What's today's meta? Yada yada yada, and so on and so forth. So that's meta. Next one is memes, just general memes. Okay, like troll, peppy, doge. Those are all memes, right? So sometimes just normal memes will go. Like it could be original memes. It could be like memes that have been done before. So like troll. So troll is already popular meme, but you know, people tokenized it, and now we have a troll meme coin, right? So you will see this often, right? People will go and find some meme that is really popular or is trending, and they're going to tokenize it, right? Or it could be like an original. Somebody is just going to create one themselves. And if it's funny, the trenches, they will buy it, right? They will bid. The trenches will bid. If it's funny and it makes sense, a community will form around that meme and they will send it, okay? That's memes. The next one is viral trends, okay, or internet culture. So for instance, 6-7, I'm sure you've heard about 6-7. My son, who is only 4 years old, is always going on about 6-7, 6-7. So that was turned into a meme, okay, into a coin, right? You can see that 6-7, and this went to, where did this go, right? This went all the way to $40 million market cap. Insane, right? So basically, any kind of like trend, like there was like the brain rot with Tung Tung Sahur and all those things, right? There was the morning routine guy, right? That was a trend. Okay, so just anything that could become a trend that you notice or you're seeing a lot on TikTok or Instagram. If you're noticing that, oh, this thing you're seeing it a lot, it's probably going to turn into a coin and people are going to be able to bid it. And you can always tell that is a trend forming. Like if you click on the social link and it takes you to TikTok or wherever the trend comes from, and you can see it has millions of views, okay? You can always confirm with that, right? So that's viral trends. And the next one is Elon Musk. Elon Musk is literally a meme, a whole category on his own. Elon Musk, he can just tweet something or anything related to him can just spawn a coin. Like for instance, a few days ago there was a Grok build, which is related to Grok, right? And look at that, it went to 160, 170K market cap just because it's related to Elon Musk. Sometimes he can just say something and a coin will spawn because of what he said. He could change his picture, right? His PFP. Elon Musk changes his PFP. That is going to create a coin, right? A coin is going to come. So Elon Musk is a category on its own, like I said. Like Kekios Maximus, this was a coin that Elon Musk, he actually changed his PFP to this thing, and a coin spawned as usual. It's 5 months ago, though. This is really old. But this went to like $1.3 million market cap. You can see that. So Elon Musk literally is a category on his own. Right now, he not as much as before, right? He doesn't have as much pull as he used to, but you still find coins that go absolutely insane that are related to Elon Musk. So that's another one I've given you there, Elon Musk. All right, next one is influential people or calls, right? Key opinion leaders and mostly on X. So for instance, White Whale. Okay, so White Whale is a coin that was launched, and you can see this coin is sitting at $45 million market cap. This coin is new. And when I say new, is about like 3-4 months old, even not up to. This went all the way to $150 million market cap. Yo, crazy. And this coin was just about a whale on X, right? This guy. So he's a whale, old school. He's been around in crypto for like ever. And basically, I think the story behind it was that someone launched a coin and they kind of rogged it, right? They scammed the coin, they rocked the coin, and then he found out that hey, somebody created a coin in my name and they rogged it. So he came and took over the coin. He came and took over the coin, and the thing just sent, right? It went all the way to almost $200 million market cap before it now retraced to where it is now at $45 million market cap. You can find the white whale. He's still very active. He's still very active in the community. He's always going on about things. But yeah, so that's the white whale. That's a good example, right? So influential people or calls, right? So you want to look out for that. Okay. Now, the next one I want to talk about is news events or tragic viral headlines. So sometimes death can be a thing. I'm not super proud of this one, to be honest. The trenches will bid anything, really. But sometimes it's for a good cause, right? So, like this one is Irina. This was in the news a while back, right? This was in the news a while back. And this was the lady who died on the train where she was stabbed. So there was a coin created for that. Okay, and you're gonna find that a lot. You're gonna see they will say justice for this person, justice for that person. And what they do is the good thing they do sometimes is they do raise funds to send to the families of the deceased. So it's not always a bad thing, you know. I'm kind of like sometimes I'm like I don't like to bid. Somebody died and you're making money off it, right? I'm like here or there, to be honest, around that. But hey, people do it all the time, right? They someone dies as a headline and they create a coin for that person and they call it justice for this person and the coin goes, okay? So that's news events, tragic viral headlines. Okay, so I give an example here like peace. So this piece I'm even talking about was to do with the war yesterday, 2 days ago, the war in Iran. The war in Iran. A coin spawned called Peace. And you can see this coin went all the way to $2.6 million market cap. And basically it's like a world peace. Instead of, war, let's have peace. Okay, kind of thing. Uh, so yeah, that's news events, tragic viral headlines, things like that. Okay. And the next one is competent devs, right? So sometimes, as I said, there are some devs that are just so good that when they launch a coin, everybody's gonna want that coin. Okay, so for instance, there was a coin called Streamer, right? And it was launched by a really good dev. He doesn't really launch coins anymore. He doesn't launch as much as he used to. But that's just one example, and that's the only one I can think of right now. And I can't seem to find it here. Yeah, anyways, I can't find it here. The coin went all the way to about $50 million market cap, and it's a coin that you could have bought at like 5-10K market cap. If you were tracking that dev, right? If you knew the dev and you were tracking him, you could have made a ton of money. Okay, so that's competent devs or community driven. Usually, when there's a really good dev, you're gonna find that there's a community that comes around that coin, and the coin normally performs really well. Okay. Next one I want to talk about is character or franchise based. Okay, so for instance, Pokemon, right? They love the trenches. Absolutely love Pokemon. Recently, it was Pokemon's 30th anniversary, so there was loads of coins around Pokemon, right? There was a white Pikachu which performed really well. There it is. It performed really well. You can see it went all the way to $500 market cap. Okay. I actually saw this coin. I even had an entry around here somewhere all the way up, and I did make some money off this, which was really cool. So you're gonna find coins related to real characters or franchise. Okay. Now the next one is AI fusion hybrids. Okay, so like goat, Fartcoin, lobster. So AI and fusion hybrids. So these are coins that, for instance, lobster. Let me show you lobster. So this coin is basically an AI agent that was created by a dev. It's about a lobster. He created the lobster. You can see the lobster here, but this is an AI agent actually. It's always posting on, or I can't log in. It's always posting on X, and it even accidentally sent someone almost $400,000. This lobster, this agent. So you can see that it's an AI agent, but it's also a meme. So that's what I mean here by AI fusion hybrids. You're going to see lots of coins like that that are like AI, but also memes. Okay. Next one we have is holiday seasonal national event. So anytime there's some type of a national event, you can be sure that they're going to make coins related to that. For instance, it was Christmas, which was around the Christmas time, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. Anytime there's some kind of national event, you're going to see coins that will spawn related to that national event. So that's another type of category to look out for. Okay. Then you have the art focused coins. So these are coins that the art is really good, right? So for instance, Fog is a really good example. You can see this. This is an old coin, to be fair, but the people really love the art of Fog. And if we go to the, did they still have a website? Yeah, you can see it was basically the whole thing about this is that the art was really good. You can see that, right? We don't see as much art coins these days, to be honest. But once in a while they do pop up, right? And they do perform really well. Fog performed really, really well. Although it did come out in the bull run, right? In the midst of the bull run, so it did perform really, really well. It actually went all the way to, if this will load, it's performed really, really well. Okay, yeah, there we go. 60 million, right? There we go. Oh, 700 million. There you go. I knew it performed really well. Yeah. So, yeah, this did really, really well. And it was just all about the art. Okay. It was just all about the art. It was very nice art. Also, Tokabu. Tokabu was a art coin as well. And that performed really well. It went to 4 million. It did more than 4 million. I remember Tokabu did more than 4 million. Tokabu went to about 80 million. Okay, so it was all about the art as well. It had really, really cool art. You can even see tokabu.art. So as I said, we don't see as much art coins these days. We don't see as much, but they do come by every now and then, right? So where it's all about art, the art is really nice. Okay. Next one on the list is political or satire. So, for instance, Trump, right? Trump is always a good one, right? Trump coin. Trump coin came, and this was even by Trump himself who launched it. The internet is a bit slow, so. But anyways, Trump, right? Just anything political. Okay, I don't want to open it because my internet is a bit slow today. So anything political, any kind of political event, such as the war, right? That's political. Any kind of elections in the country. Maybe you have people that are rising. There's a revolt in the country, something like that, right? You're going to see coins spawn related to that. And finally, we have like the cult like coins, right? Cult like. Those are the coins that will make people change their PFPs on X. So for instance, Mask. Mask was about this cat with mask. This coin actually performed really, really well, right? It went to 30 million at the top. And it actually caused people to change their PFPs, right? They all had this cat with a mask. So people would have different types of masks. You can see a viral movement with 20 million views, right? It was kind of like a cult-like movement. And you will find that I don't see this often as well, but it's still there. Once in a while, you will see cult-like type coins. Okay, like Michi as well. Let's check out Michi. Michi did really well. I think Michi is one of the few coins that made people super rich in the last cycle because it went really, really, really high. It did really, really well. If it will load, maybe not. Anyway, okay, there we go. Yeah, Michi did really, really well. It's actually made people change their profile pictures. You can see it went all the way to almost what, $300 million market cap. Okay, so those are all the different types of coins or categories of coins that you can buy that do really well. Okay, so that's narrative. All right, guys, I just realized that the video was getting too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here today. Okay, I just don't want it to be too long, and I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed. So we're going to end this video here today. Once again, I do have obviously this notes for you that you can use to learn some more. Okay, go through it, learn some more. I will make it even nicer and give more examples. And then in the next video, we're going to talk about wallet tracking, right? How to track good devs, how to find them, how to track them, how to add wallets, tracked wallets into your Axiom, all that good stuff I'm going to show you. And then I'm also going to show you how to use the Twitter tracker. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave it down in the comment section. I'm answering all the questions. Okay, just leave it down in the comments. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.